Hello and welcome to Preschool Storytime. I'm Miss Claire from the Chattanooga Public Library. Preschool Storytime is for children ages 3 to 5, but everyone is welcome. Grown-ups, we'd love it if you'd fill out the survey that's linked in the description box below. It helps us know how we're doing, it helps us with funding, and how we can better serve you. We are reading books about books and stories today. So our first story is one of our new books, What Would You Do in a Book About You? And it's written by Jean Reedy with pictures by Joey Chu, and it is published by HarperCollins. Who? What about you? Me? You. What would you do? The story starts now. Your tale is brand new. What would you do in a book about you? Would you venture above or below or beyond with the help of a broomstick or maybe a wand? Would you skip across stars or a planet or two? Would you go it alone or invite a whole crew? What do you think? Adventure is waiting. So much you can do in this wonderful, wonder-filled book about you. What would you like to do? You can write a story about yourself and your adventures. Would you rescue a king or a queen or a dog? Would you capture a castle? Sip tea with a frog? Would you ride a dinosaur? Would you ride on a dinosaur? Would you dance with a yak while you both play? Oh, Miss Claire missed a line. Would you ride on a dinosaur? Romp with emus? Would you dance with a yak while you both play kazoos? Would you cure polar bears of the polar bear blues? The polar bear blues? The polar bear blues. Well then, cure walruses too. You don't have to choose. Did you see the little fish sipping drinks? Oh, it looks like they're having lemonade. You might create something that changes a mind or makes a heart stir. You might simply be kind. You might give a big speech or defend something small. You might open a window or tear down a wall. And when trouble comes, you might bravely stand tall. You might muster your courage to rise from a fall. You see what happened to the window? He's got a note that says sorry. Would you march slow and steady or sprint from the start? Would you follow the crowd or lead from your heart? The choices are endless, the obstacles few. So many chapters beginning to brew. Imagine the endless good you might do in a heartwarming, heart-building book about you. I would love to read your story. You might read a book. You might write a book. A powerful page-turning book about you. A book about you in a book about you. Look at all those wonderful adventures. Amazing, astonishing, astounding, absorbing, absolutely, undeniably, unmistakably awe-inspiring, times two. Phew! If your life were a book with pictures and pages, what would you do to be read through the ages? Stop, dream, think it through. What would you do in a book about you? The end. Or rather, the beginning. You need to write your book. You write a story and share it with Miss Claire. I'd love to hear it. Love to see your pictures too. And that's What Would You Do in a Book About You? We have a story. It's from a book, and it's called I Took My Frog to the Library. What do you think about that? Would you bring your frog to the library? I took my frog to the library, but he jumped on the checkout desk and scared the librarian. Oh no. I took my, who's this? Chicken. I took my hen to the library, but she laid an egg in the card catalog. We may have to say she laid an egg on the computer catalog. Who's next? Oh, do you know what this bird is? A pelican. I took my pelican to the library, but she hid the dictionary in her pouch. I took my, you know what this is? It's a snake. It's a python. I took my python to the library, but she shed her skin all over the picture books. I took my giraffe. Yay, good job, to the library. But he tried to read over everybody's shoulder. I took my, who's this? Hyena. Good job, to the library. But he laughed so loud during story time that nobody could hear the story. I took my, I think you'll know what this is, elephant to the library. My elephant is very well behaved. She stacked the books nicely on the checkout desk. She asked the librarian for help when she needed. She listened to the story and laughed in all the right places. But my elephant is big, so big that she wrecked the library. The librarian said, Bridget, you are always welcome in the library. But the next time you come to the library, please leave your animals at home. So whenever I go to the library, can you help me? My who stays home? My frog stays home. My hen stays home. My pelican stays home. See if I can squeeze these all on here. Let's put that one there. My pelican stays home. My python stays home. My giraffe stays home. He'll have to stand behind them. My hyena stays home. And you know what? My elephant reads to them. And the book is I Took My Frog to the Library. Yay! And that's from a book by Eric Kimmel. Are you ready to sing? We're going to sing a rhyming we will go. And we have an owl and a towel. Make sure you can see them. We have a goat and a boat. A bear and a chair. And a bunny and honey. So we'll take our animals off and we'll sing. We're going to sing a rhyming we will go, a rhyming we will go. We'll catch ya and put it in a, and then we'll let him go. You ready? A rhyming we will go, a rhyming we will go. We'll catch a bunny and give him some honey, and then we'll let him go. A rhyming we will go, a rhyming we will go. We'll catch a bear and put him in a chair, and then we'll let him go. A rhyming we will go, a rhyming we will go. We'll catch an owl and put him on a towel, and then we'll let him go. A rhyming we will go, a rhyming we will go. We'll catch a goat and put him on a boat, and then we'll let him go. A rhyming we will go, a rhyming we will go. It's all pretending, in the end we always let them go. So what rhymes today? Bunny and honey, bear and chair, owl and towel, goat and boat. Good job. Thank you so much for helping me. I think I'm going to move this a little bit, and I'll scooch over a little. All right, our next book is called Nobody Like a Book. And this is by Alan Wolfe, illustrated by Brianne Farley. And it is published by Candlewick Press. And this is nobody like as in a good friend. Books can be your friends, can't they? We learn important stuff from books. We learn to speak and think. We learn why icebergs stay afloat and why Titanics sink. We learn to play harmonica. We learn to bake and cook. We learn to read and write. There is nobody like a book. Ooh, it's a hot air balloon. But books are only smears of ink without the reader's mind to give the letters meaning and to read between the lines. Can you see all the animals and things in the clouds? Different shapes. So step aboard the Book Express. It's waiting at the station. But can you give the address of your final destination? The greatest nation in the world, your own imagination. I've learned to name the planets and to track a distant star. I've learned to bottle moonlight and to calculate how far. A solid rocket booster sends a shuttle into space. I learned to build a telescope to see space face to face. You see the planets? Well, and the moon and Pluto. This homemade pinhole viewer even lets me see the sun. There is nobody like a book to show you how it's done. My goodness, can you see all the constellations? My launch pad is a science book. My mind's a constellation. The only rocket fuel I need is my own imagination. I've climbed the heights of Everest, one hand behind my back. I've seen the sights of India from high atop a yak. I've anteloped in Africa and kissed a crocodile as I was sailing all alone along the river Nile. I'm quite the global traveler. I've been to every land: China, England, Russia, Rome, New Guinea and Sudan, New Zealand and Australia, Yugoslavia and Perth, Canada and Kathmandu, Dallas and Fort Worth. This is kind of fun. It tells, I can't get it, I don't think I can get it close enough, but it tells where all of these different birds are from. But although these wondrous places hold a certain fascination, the greatest nation in the world is my own imagination. Wouldn't you like to fly with all those birds? I visit any world I wish and never leave my chair. There is nobody like a book to make me feel I'm there. She is reading in a chair on top of an elephant. Just in her mind, right? You could write all kinds of adventures for yourself. So step aboard the Book Express. It's leaving from the station. The only ticket needed is your own imagination. Whatever are you waiting for? The adventure starts today. Just grab a book from off the shelf and you're on your way. Look at that train. You like all the steam from the train? The smoke has all kinds of things in it. And off we go. That's Nobody Like a Book. That's a fun one. All right, I have some trees, and behind these trees are some birds. Or at least one bird. I can't remember how many I put up there. Little bird playing hide and seek. Are you behind we're going to see what color. little bird, playing hide and seek. Are you behind the green tree? Let's take a peek. Nope. Little bird, playing hide and seek. Are you behind Stella? What color tree do you think? Do you like purple? Miss Claire does. Oh, not there. Little bird, playing hide and seek. What do you think, Park? Red? Are you behind the red tree? Let's take a peek. Oh, there's a bluebird there. Little bird, playing hide and seek. Let's see who's out there. Judah? You want to pick orange? Let's peek. Are you behind the orange tree? Let's take a peek. No. Little bird, playing hide and seek. Are you behind the... Lydia, what do you think? Pink? Let's take a peek. No. Little bird, playing hide and seek. Oh, Owen, we only have one left. What do you think? Do you want to try the blue? Little bird, playing hide and seek. Are you behind the blue tree? Let's take a peek. Oh, there's a red bird. There's a red bird behind the blue. When we look and see what colors we had, we have blue, pink, orange, red. Miss Claire stuck the red bird under the blue tree and the blue bird under the red tree. And green. There we go. So green, red, purple, orange, pink, and blue. You did a great job. Thank you. I have one last book for you, and it's called Book's Big Adventure. And this is also a newer book, and this is written by Adam Lerhop, illustrated by Rahele Jomapour Bell. And it is published, it's a Paula Weissman book published by Simon & Schuster, Books for Young Readers. Book's Big Adventure. Book was new, the cover was bright and shiny, its home a prominent shelf. Book had many adventures. In a car, he's going from the library, in a car, at a picnic, during bedtime, Book was happy. But one day, Book was moved to a different shelf, a lower, less friendly shelf. Over time, Book's cover faded, and the title grew hard to read. Book went on fewer and fewer adventures, and day after day, Book sat on the new shelf. It watched as other books arrived and left on adventures of their own. Book was lonely, forgotten. It wondered if its travels were over. It longed for one last adventure. But Book's cover didn't have bright pictures of knights or princesses, fancy cars or fast trains. So no one noticed it. Book sat on its shelf, longing, wishing, until it was bumped. It tumbled, and there it sat, day after day. No one found it. Book began to lose hope. One night, a light flashed through the darkness. A kind face leaned in. Book was picked up, dusted off, read. Book felt hope pour through its pages. Was this it? The next big adventure? But then Book was dropped, covered, and there it lay, silent, sad. This wasn't a fun adventure. Book was about to give up when suddenly Book was chosen again. Given, received, loved. Oops, Miss Claire's having trouble turning new pages. Book went on many new adventures, to a museum, to a basketball court, even to Book's favorite, a classroom. Book was given a brand new home, and Book was very, very happy. And that's Book's Big Adventure. You can give books an adventure by coming and checking them out from the library. Thank you so much for joining me today. I miss all of you and I look forward to seeing you. Have a great week. Bye-bye.